Have you ever noticed that your body doesn't feel as loose or comfortable as it used to, even when you haven't done anything physically demanding? You wake up in the morning and your back feels tight. Your neck feels stiff after a normal day. Your shoulders carry a kind of tension that doesn't seem to go away. It's not exactly pain, and it's not caused by an injury, but there's a constant sense that your body isn't fully relaxed. You stretch for a moment and it helps slightly, but the tightness always comes back. Over time, this feeling becomes so normal that you almost stop questioning it. You just assume that this is how your body is supposed to feel now. What makes this more confusing is that it can happen even when you are not physically active. You might spend most of your day sitting, working, or doing relatively low-effort tasks, yet your body still feels tight and restricted. This leads many people to believe that stiffness is only related to age or physical strain, but in reality, it is often connected to how the body is being used, or not used, throughout the day. The human body is designed for movement, not long periods of stillness. When movement is limited, certain muscles become overused while others become underused. This imbalance creates tension patterns that build gradually over time. Posture plays a significant role in this process. Sitting for long periods, especially in positions that are not well supported, can place continuous stress on specific areas of the body. The neck may lean forward, the shoulders may round inward, and the lower back may lose its natural support. These positions might feel comfortable at first, but over time they create strain that the body holds onto. Muscles begin to adapt to these positions, and what was once temporary becomes a default state. Another factor that contributes to stiffness is the way the body responds to stress. When a person experiences stress, the body often reacts by tightening muscles, particularly in areas like the shoulders, neck, and jaw. This response is natural and can be useful in short situations, but when stress becomes ongoing, the body may remain in a slightly tense state for long periods. This tension is not always noticeable in the moment, but it accumulates throughout the day and eventually becomes a constant sensation. Breathing patterns can also influence how the body feels. Shallow breathing, which is common during periods of focus or stress, limits how much the body expands and contracts naturally. Over time, this can reduce mobility in the chest and upper body, contributing to a feeling of tightness. When breathing is deeper and more relaxed, the body tends to release tension more easily. Hydration and daily habits may also play a subtle role. The body relies on proper hydration to maintain the flexibility of tissues and support normal function. When hydration is insufficient, even slightly, the body may feel less responsive and more restricted. Similarly, long periods without movement can reduce circulation, making muscles feel heavier and less flexible. All of these factors combine gradually. There is no single moment where the body suddenly becomes stiff. Instead, it is the result of repeated patterns: how you sit, how you move, how you breathe, and how your body responds to stress. Over time, these patterns shape how your body feels on a daily basis. This is why stiffness can appear even in people who are not injured or physically overworked. It is not necessarily a sign of damage, but rather a signal that the body has adapted to certain habits. And once you understand that, the question changes from, "Why is my body like this?" to "What patterns are creating this feeling?" When the body feels stiff, the first instinct is often to stretch more or look for quick relief. While stretching can help temporarily, it does not always address the underlying patterns that create tension in the first place. To create a more lasting change, it is important to look at how the body is used throughout the entire day, not just in isolated moments. One of the most effective ways to reduce stiffness is to increase the variety of movement. The body responds well to change. When it moves in different ways, it distributes effort more evenly across muscles and joints. This prevents certain areas from becoming overloaded. Movement does not need to be intense to be effective. Even simple actions such as standing up regularly, walking, or changing positions can help maintain flexibility and reduce tension buildup. Consistency is more important than intensity. Short, frequent movement throughout the day can be more beneficial than a single long session of exercise. This is because it prevents the body from staying in one position for too long. Over time, these small changes can have a significant impact on how the body feels. Posture awareness can also play a key role. This does not mean trying to maintain a perfect position at all times, which can create additional tension. Instead, it involves noticing when the body has been in one position for too long and making small adjustments. Allowing the body to move naturally, rather than holding it rigidly, can reduce unnecessary strain. Breathing can be used as a simple tool to release tension. Slower, deeper breathing encourages the body to relax and can reduce the tendency to hold tightness in certain areas. This effect may seem subtle at first, but over time it can influence how the body responds to stress and movement. Stress management is also important. Since tension often builds as a response to stress, finding ways to reduce or balance stress can indirectly improve how the body feels. This does not require major changes. Small moments of pause, stepping away from tasks, or simply allowing the body to rest can help interrupt the cycle of tension. Strength and mobility work together. While flexibility allows the body to move freely, strength provides the support needed to maintain that movement. When both are developed, the body becomes more balanced and less prone to stiffness. This balance can be built gradually through consistent, moderate activity. It is also helpful to pay attention to daily patterns. Noticing when stiffness increases, what activities are associated with it, and how the body responds can provide useful insight. This awareness allows for adjustments that are specific and practical, rather than general or random. Over time, these changes begin to shift how the body feels. The constant tightness may begin to decrease. Movement may feel smoother and more natural. The body may feel lighter and more responsive. These changes do not happen instantly, but they build gradually as patterns change. Perhaps the most important realization is that stiffness is not always something that needs to be fixed in a dramatic way. In many cases, it is simply a reflection of how the body has adapted to daily life. And when those daily patterns begin to change, the body often follows.